Okay, so I'm going to be making a melody today, and I have Red here with me. He's going to be giving some input. Say hello, Red.
Yes, sir. Hello, hello.
All right, so what kind of melody do you want to make?
Been a while since I've heard you do some eerie stuff.
All right, so like some creepy, eerie.
Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of serious and very
Mm-hmm.
vibey stuff. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try a string. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so I've got
Yeah.
a violin. So you said creepy, so let's do like a note that like pitches up. Okay, so I'm thinking we go kind of slow,
Yeah, that's
something like that. What
yeah, I'm liking that for sure.
are you thinking? Like, what kind of beat do you want this to be? Do you want it to be like trap? Do you want it to be boom bap? Like, what are you feeling?
Well,
Like
I'm always up in
the
boom
one
bap.
we just did, Cotton Candy. That one's more like trappy.
Yeah, let's do some boom bap then for sure.
So let's go with
Yeah, because
like.
that's always a vibe.
I agree, 100%. Let's go with like 172 BPM, something like that. Ooh, what if we only did that at the beginning and made this like, made there be like a gap here and we can fill that in with some other sound or some other instrument. Okay, so I kind of want to make this have like more to it for this little thing. So that's a violin. Let's do a viola and copy the pattern and pitch it up. And I'm also going to put them on a mixer channel because one of them doesn't sound. Yeah, this one has a lot of harsh frequencies. Yeah, I just cleaned up the sounds a little bit. Okay, so what kind of sound do you want to put in this gap that comes up right here? We could do something like other strings. We could do like brass, like orchestral sounds. We could do like bells.
Let me hear some orchestral stuff. I think that might actually be best.
Okay, let me
Switch
find
it up.
maybe.
Or even a piano up in there. Unless it's too early for that.
Oh, we could do a piano. Ooh, maybe I could start the piano with like some bass notes and then fill in that gap with some higher notes. We could try that. So something like that, but like better, obviously. And then maybe we could do something similar with maybe some like brass.
I like that. Like how it's getting a mysterious, eerie tone, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like stuck in the chord, making me think of the haunted forest.
So like a haunted forest. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I bet Boom Bap is gonna actually be really cool sounding on this.
oh,
One of the things I'm doing right now is I'm putting a low cut, like I'm cutting out the low frequencies of a lot of these because we don't want too many like bass frequencies because then later on when we add like kicks, 808s, that sort of thing, it's going to be a lot harder to hear them. I think I want something else playing with those strings at the beginning because it's kind of bare. So do you
empty.
have anything
Yeah, I
in
see what
mind?
you mean. Let's see. Ready? So we got the strings. We got the grand piano. In my head, I'm getting kind of like a knocking noise, like a
Oh,
dun 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 dun.
okay, so
That
maybe hang
makes
on.
sense. But I like where you're going with that. For sure.
Oh yeah, that kind of works.
Yeah, I like that. Ooh.
And then maybe for this part, we take out like these 2 parts, maybe? I don't know if that's going to sound good. Let's just see. Yeah, okay. Because it sounded like really, really busy with all of those playing at the same time.
Yeah. Nice little break in there.
Like delay or something on this one as well.
Like I just keep picturing like a haunted mansion or a haunted forest or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking that. Oh yeah.
Okay, do you want like a trappy snare, or do you want like an old school boom bap beat snare?
Let's go for the old school one.
Okay. Let me know if you hear one that you like. I'm just gonna go through a bunch of them.
What do you think about that one?
All right, let's try it. Okay, are you feeling like, do you want a lot of counter snares, or do you want a lot of like open hats? Because I tend to do either one or the other, just so that it's not too busy. I think on this one it might, but it's really, I think it's just personal preference. Right, let's try snares first, and then if we aren't a huge fan of it, we can change.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
And then I'm gonna take everything that's not a main sound and like pan it left to right. All right, let's add some hi-hats. Blessings crash. So one more thing I'm going to do before we listen to it one more time is I am going to start the mixing process. So I'm going to separate everything that's not like a main sound, and I guess we'll go from there. Okay, so I put a soft clipper on the main snare just to make it hit a little bit harder. Now I'm going to process the 2 kicks together. I bet it's going to sound really dope once we get, especially once we get vocals on it.
Sounds, and this will be a perfect one for like the haunted forest and have like scary sound effects and everything to it.
And I think for the purposes of this video, that's going to be about it. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments down below. Red, you got anything you want to add?
No, I'm excited. I think they're going to love this, man, especially when we get vocals and everything.
Well, let's listen back.
Yeah, these are honestly probably my favorite kind of beats, dude.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
The eerie beats, but boom bap as well.
Dude, I love boom bap. I don't know what it is about it, but it's like, it just makes sense to my ear when I hear it.
That's the best way to put it.